Hold on. The ending of Berserk has already been written? What?
It cannot be true! It cannot be Guts' destiny!
We'd like to thank Stephen McTavish, Casey Boggs, Antoine Hicks, and Magifar Gaming for their comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content.
We talked about the good ending in Berserk, right?
Yeah.
So now it's time to talk about the bad ending. The ending in which Guts dies.
So far in Berserk, from we've been doing our in-depth analyses, we've seen that it's a combination or an amalgamation of different legends and mythology.
Yes.
And predominantly we've seen references to Norse mythology.
Yes.
Specifically when it comes to the Tree of Life,
Right.
or the World Tree. Yggdrasil is also referred to as the Tree of Life / the World Tree, and it also links worlds together.
After seeing all these things, we had to dig deeper and we had to dive further into this Norse mythology code. We saw that Ragnarok might actually play a huge part in the ending of Berserk.
Okay, and for clarification, Ragnarok refers to the
Death of gods.
The death of gods, exactly. So it's kind of like the end of the world in a sense.
Exactly. In the event of Ragnarok, there was some parts of the story that actually liken itself to the world of Berserk. A god by the name of Tyr lost his arm to the wolf Fenrir, and I think that is the type of symbology that was used in Berserk during the eclipse. Odin lost his eye. We are not too sure which eye was lost because it was never really specified, but he did lose his eye, which also is similar to our hero Guts.
Another associated link between Berserk and Norse mythology is the actual existence of the world called Alfheim, spelled with an A versus an E. This is really indicative of the fact that the writer drew theories and ideas from Norse mythology.
But let's get back to the whole story. We believe that the ending of Berserk, the bad ending, will go something like this.
So we think Casca is going to recover her memories and her mental state. Guts, Rickard, Casca, and the rest of the team are going to, obviously separately because Rickard is not with Guts and Casca at the moment, they're going to be developing their skill level and fighting ability, and then there's going to be like an ultimate face-off with the God Hand members.
The Skull Knight is going to be a part of this infiltration team to go defeat Griffith and his God Hand members. But here's the kicker. All four of those guys, Rickard, Guts, Casca, Skull Knight, have to be at the World Tree, and this is where this all ties in. Now, if you look at the World Tree diagram I'm showing you here, you'll see that the World Tree represents 9 worlds.
The 9 key figures that are important in bringing Ragnarok, which is the end of the gods, to the world of Berserk.
You have Femto, of course, Void, Slan, Ubek, Conrad, and then you have Guts, Casca, Rickard, and the Skull Knight. That gives you the 9 points of the World Tree. Mm-hmm. Now, we believe that this is Femto's true intention. He wants them to come. And what's going to happen, it'll be a battle like no other we've seen. Guts' team will separate into different groups and they will face off against each God Hand member. I believe that they will be able to successfully defeat the members, but not without a personal price of their own lives.
Exactly. Guts and Casca still are surviving and they bear the brand. And we think that their presence is going to activate the World Tree, sending the demons into a feeding frenzy. And then the tree is possibly going to start some kind of absorption of the beings and the humans that are present in the world.
Yes. Guts, Casca, Rickard will actually intercept Femto at the final point where he's waiting to make his final wish, or to pretty much ascend into true godhood.
So there's going to be some kind of betrayal. This is where we think that Femto is going to reveal to Casca that he has a link to their child.
Yes.
And it's going to cost her dearly because this is where he's going to deal a mortal blow.
When this happens, this is why I believe Guts will fall into true darkness, which is the demon dog. But what if it's not an actual dog, but instead an actual wolf?
A representation of the wolf Fenrir from Norse mythology.
Yes.
Norse mythology states that Fenrir was being observed by the gods and he was getting stronger and growing stronger, and the gods were setting different tests for him.
So we believe right now, just as Slan has stated, Guts is being tested to see his true strength, and he's being allowed a time to build up power. but now will be his time to strike. He may strike down Griffith, but it will not be without losing a part of himself, whether it be him killing Casca himself or actually being mortally wounded as well.
So we think at this point, when Guts is wounded, Griffith is also going to be wounded. Somehow, perhaps with the Skull Knight's help, they're going to be able to separate the Moonlight Child from Griffith. To separate the two souls.
Because the way it could go is one of two ways. For a truly bad ending, the world will have to end. And most likely it will be ended by a huge flood, just like Ragnarok. Or it could be fire or a great light. Either way, it will end with the death of Guts.
The destruction of the world of Berserk as we know it, and a cleansing of sorts.
Yes.
With the World Tree absorbing humans and demons and all the mythical beings.
Right.
And there are going to be two people that are going to survive.
Yes, according to Ragnarok, two people, a man and a woman, will live. So for a truly horrific ending, what if the two people left behind are Griffith and Casca?
Wow.
That will be the ultimate FU to the manga community. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this week's video. Tell us what you think. What do you think is going to happen at the end of the series, whether it be good or bad?
Thank you so much for tuning in and checking out our video. If you haven't already liked it, hit the like button right now. And don't forget to check out the description box. We've got it completely filled out with information and videos that you do not want to miss. Leave your comments and questions down below. Subscribe. Over and out.